What is up, you guys? Welcome to another YouTube video, and today I'm coming to you guys with some free game. I'm coming to you guys with some informational content because a lot of y'all want to know how to make some money. Okay, I posted a video of me getting my brand new car. Everybody loved it. Everybody wants to see some car content along with wanting to know how I make money, some financial tips, and pretty much how to get to the next level. Okay, let me give you guys a little backstory because I never got the chance to just formally introduce myself to you guys, okay? So y'all, I am Shakira, okay? I hold a lot of different titles, okay? I'm a realtor, author, investor, wholesaler, mentor, and entrepreneur, okay? So I started my entrepreneurship at a very young age, y'all. I started off doing YouTube when I was 8 years old, and it's so crazy now that I'm really having like a full circle moment because for the longest time, I wanted to blow up on YouTube, and I feel like my page has been growing really, really fast. I just hit 11,000 subscribers, and I literally posted my first video back in like maybe like a year or 8 months to 8 to 11 months. Okay, so that video did really, really good. I ended up growing my page to 11,000 subscribers in less than a month, okay, which is super, super exciting, y'all, because for the longest time, like, my dream was to be a YouTuber, okay? So not necessarily saying that that's still my dream, but I do think that it's crazy, like, all these years later, like, my channel is finally starting to do good. So I started my entrepreneurship journey, y'all, on YouTube. I then went on to do a clothing line. I did a sunglass brand. I did photography for a while. I sold accessories. I was even a rapper, okay, for a long period of time, okay, for like 2 or 3 years. So throughout my journey, I just learned a lot about entrepreneurship. I learned a lot about how to make money, how to manage money. I've lost money before. I've went broke before. I've gotten money back before. Like, I've been through a lot to say I'm only 21 years old. Like, I've learned pretty much how to leverage my credit. I've learned how to build teams. Like, at the age of 21, like, that is so crazy how I literally have a full-blown team, okay, for my 7-figure business. And I'm so grateful for that. And I'm just so very grateful to be able to get on here and just share my experiences with you guys so that you know, like, what you're getting yourself into whenever you are stepping into that role of being an entrepreneur, because it's super rewarding. And I wouldn't trade any loss, okay, for anything in the world, because all of those losses that I went throughout the years have definitely paid off. Like, to this day, like, I still remember when I started my very first clothing line, I was telling my mom, I was like, I'm so sad because I saved up all the money from all the money that I was making with my little side hustles, and my clothing brand did not do well. A lot of my businesses failed, y'all, but I kept going, and all it took was one yes, okay, for me to turn a dream into a 7-figure brand, a 7-figure business. And it has opened up so many doors for me, honestly and truthfully. So my current business model as of lately, okay, as for the past 2 years, is real estate, okay? So I'm a real estate agent, okay? I'm a wholesaler, and I'm an investor, and I also coach people and I teach people how to get their real estate license. I have a study guide that I personally created and invented, and I share that with others to help them to get their real estate license, okay? And it's so crazy because I would have never thought that I would be doing real estate at such a young age, but when God has a plan for you and God has your calling, you just have to listen, okay? So I originally started off in real estate as an agent, okay? So I was able to make my first 10K in a month doing that, went to 20K, and then went to 30K. I started wholesaling as well. Then I got into the investing side. So now I'm still a licensed real estate agent, but when people come to me to buy homes, I have a referral system. When those clients come to me to try and buy homes, I just send them over to the agents in my brokerage, and in return, I collect the referral fee, okay? So if you are an agent, I will recommend you guys go ahead and get into referrals as well, because that is also where the money is at, but it's a little secret that nobody ever talks about yet. But yes, y'all, referrals is definitely where it's at, and investing is where it's at, and that is what I mainly do these days, okay? So aside from real estate investing, y'all, I have an online business as well. So like I said, I teach people how to get their real estate license. I have resources tailored to that based off of my experience that I've had these past couple years with real estate. Okay. So throughout that journey, throughout all of my years of entrepreneurship, y'all, I give thanks to God, of course, once again, and the ability to just come on here and share these notes that I have written up for you guys to teach you guys how to pretty much start a 6 or 7 figure business. All right. Starting from the top. All right. I have a couple steps. All right. This video is not really going to be chopped. I want it to be as raw and uncut as possible. Yes, I stutter when I talk sometimes. Yes, I'm human. So if you can't get with a little stutter, the video not for you. All right. Because I want to keep this as real and authentic and just, what is the word? Vulnerable as possible. All right. Boom. Let's do it. So number one. If you want to start a 7-figure business, 6 or 7-figure business, regardless of what your goal is, you need to first get into that mindset of not expecting your friends and family to support you. Okay? When you are leveling up, when you are doing something different, when you are doing something out of the ordinary, people are naturally not going to support your vision. Okay? The only person that you should be leaning on to support your vision is you. When I first got into real estate, when I first started my online business, I didn't get support from those friends that I had, right? But I saw my vision and I kept going, right? So now those same friends that used to look back and be like, she doesn't know what she's doing. If I go through my Shopify order log, about 80% of those friends have bought something from me, okay? So don't go into the field just expecting people to support you, because in actuality, nobody has to support you, okay? But when you find your tribe and when you find your people that absolutely love and adore you, your product, your service, whatever, that is when it's going to go up. And then your friends and family are going to follow after that. Now, as far as my family supporting me, I've always been in the entrepreneurship side. So my family already knows, like, if Shakira says she's going to do something, she's going to do it. It's no talking Shakira out of anything. If she wants to do it, she's going to do it. My mom has always been my biggest supporter. My grandmother, she was, more so like, well, if you want to do it, do it. Y'all know how old people are sometimes, right? But yes, y'all, don't go into it just expecting people to support you, okay? Because like I said, nobody has to support you. But if they do, it's a plus. But hey, there's billions of people in the world. And that small family, that 50, 100, 200 family member side, whatever, the world is so much bigger than just family and friends. So just remember that. So that's number one. Never expect support from family or friends, because 9 times out of 10 in the beginning, you won't get it. That's just what it is. Okay. Now, number 2, all right. You want to start a 6 or 7 figure business. You have to figure out what you want to sell. So you need to pick a product or a service. You want to be a hairstylist? Okay. Get some skill sets on how to do some frontals. If you want to be a nail tech, get some courses on how to do nails. If you want to be a lash tech, go invest in your success, okay? You need to be learning whatever it is you want to do. If you want to sell clothes, get online and start looking at different clothing vendors. Learn about the different materials of the products that you're going to be selling. So whatever product it is that you decide you want to get into or decide you want to sell, or whatever type of service you want to provide, make sure you do your research on that and make sure it's for you, okay? So, for example, a lot of people want to start clothing lines, right? Because they see all these people making hundreds and thousands of dollars on these drops. But then again, nobody is sitting there understanding what goes into actually creating a quality clothing line, okay? You're going to have to get some samples, right? You're going to have to find a graphic designer. You're going to have to pay for inventory. You have to decide if you want to do pre-orders, if you want to have the clothes on hand. So all of that stuff goes into place. So you need to pick a product, okay? So pick your product. And then after you pick your product, pick your niche, all right? I see a lot of business owners make this mistake. They start a business, get a product, but never pick the niche, all right? What is a niche? A niche is a specific group of people, okay? So let's say you want to start a clothing brand, right? Let's say you want to start a clothing brand, and you need to figure out who you want to sell to, okay? So just think, who do I want to cater to? What audience do I want to cater to? That's your niche. So let's say I'm a girl, I want to start a clothing brand, I want to sell activewear, okay? So I want to sell this activewear to women who work out, right? Women who go to the gym, or women who like to look cute while running errands, all right? So my niche right then and there would be that. Other women who work out, wear cute clothes to run errands, want to look cute while being fit. That is my niche, okay? If I say I want to sell workout clothes, you have to know exactly who it is you're trying to sell to. And I'm telling you guys this because that is what's going to fall into your marketing, okay? If your marketing is all over the place, so let's say you sell an activewear brand and you're trying to sell these clothes to women who work out, you can't have a man modeling clothes that are for women, all right? So that's why I'm telling you guys, pick your product, pick your niche, all right? Figure out who it is you want to sell to, and that is going to help with your marketing a ton in the long run. And that's what I break down inside my community, okay? Marketing in the wealth circle. We're going to get into it later on, but just know, if you need that marketing, if you need that business funding, anything you need to be in a community, okay? Now, number 3, all right? Get ready to step out of your comfort zone, okay? Get ready to start showing up online. We are in 2025. It is September 1st, y'all. If you have not gotten used to posting online already, you're behind, okay? And that's the truth. If you want to blow up your business the easiest way possible, you need to be posting online, because you can only reach so many people by even starting a storefront, or even going outside on the corner of the street, or even giving out business cards. You can't give a business card to someone way in Antarctica, okay? You need to be posting online. Posting online is the fastest and the quickest way to grow any type of business, all right? Be ready. Be ready to step out of your comfort zone and be ready to post that content every single day, all right? I always tell my mentees, if you want to grow your business and you are serious about your business and you want people to be serious about you as well, okay, and your work, you need to be showing up on social media, and you need to be bragging every single day about whatever product it is that you are selling. Understand? All right. Understand? All right. What am I on? Step 4, okay? Step 4, you would think it's obvious for a lot of people, but some people think that you don't need to get a website. All right. You need a website. You don't. Okay. Now this is my hot take on logos. Okay. In my opinion, just from my experience. Okay. You really don't need a logo. Okay. Your business name, obviously, you do need a business name. Don't keep it too long. All right. Keep it short and sweet. All right. I say this, but my business name is really not short and sweet. However, I have like a little story behind the name of my business. But my website right now is shackvaultdigitals.com. But when I started my first business selling, well, not first business, but like my first like legitimate LLC, everything, okay? It was called Shack Vault. And I was selling these sunglasses, and I really thought that business was going to pop off, and it didn't. So I ended up making another pivot to Shack Vault Digitals, okay? And Shack Vault Digitals ended up popping it off. But I really wanted to keep the name Shack Vault because, I don't know, Shack, my first name is Shakira Shack. I just feel like it made the most perfect sense. So yes, y'all, you need to get a website made. So get your business name. A logo is like, you can get one, like, but don't put too much thought and effort into a logo unless you're like selling clothes or doing some type of work where like your logo is just going to be all everywhere. Okay. What I do is more so digital, and I do have like some hard copy cheat sheets as well, but nobody pays attention to my logo, but that's just me. Okay. Shopify and Wix are the two most popular websites or the two most popular platforms to get a website made. So if you want to get a website, I recommend going with Shopify. Shopify has been amazing to me. I've never had any issues with Shopify. It's easy to set up Shopify. If you see this, please sponsor me. Okay. I believe the trial is like $1 a month. Is it? Is $1 a month? Shopify $1 a month for 3 months. Yeah. So Shopify is $1 a month for 3 months. So you can't even sit up there and say, "Oh, I don't have the money to start my website." Yes, you do, because it's only $1. Get that website. All right. And if you get consistent with your marketing 3 months straight, there's no reason why you shouldn't have gotten at least 3 to 5 sales to cover the new monthly fee of $29.99 a month. All right. Get the website. I promise you it is so worth it. And once you get that website, put your policy. All right. Stick to your policy. All right. Get your refund policies in. Get your terms of service. Get all that stuff together. Okay. Because we're not moving regular anymore. We're on that entrepreneur wave. All right. So we got to stick to it. Get our SHIT together and be professional with it. If somebody want to place an order, make them do it through the website. All right. Pronto. Moving on. All right. So after you get your website made, I already said this, y'all, but market every single day, which leads me on to my next point of marketing every single day. Be cocky about your business. Don't be humble about the products that you have. Don't be humble about the service that you offer. Everybody on this planet needs to know that you are the best of the best at whatever it is you are selling or what you are offering. Okay. You think I'm sitting here? Where is my product right here? This is one of my products right here. Right. You think I'm sitting here saying, "Oh, you probably should get my cheat sheet because it may help you pass your exam"? No. I put my pride and joy into this cheat sheet. If you want to pass your real estate exam, you want to get your license, this is the cheat sheet for you. Okay. I'm not going to get on here humble saying, "Oh, it might work. It might not." No. I put my pride and joy into this. I know it's going to work because I've created it and I've produced real results. I'm hopping on social media saying, if you are getting ready to take your real estate exam, this is what you need. This is a necessity. You need this to pass your test. Be cocky with your products. Be cocky with your service because nobody else will rep your set like you will. Be cocky. Be unapologetic. Who cares if they say you're too cocky? Who cares? It's yours. You created it. Be proud of it. It's yours. Literally, it's yours. Be cocky. Be unapologetic. And I promise you, you're going to get ahead a whole lot faster than someone who moves like they are unsure about the product that they put their time, effort, and money into. All right. I'm cooking on this video. If y'all are enjoying this video, go ahead and drop a like. Drop a like and drop a comment because I'm giving y'all all these free gems. I'm like 20 minutes into the video and I'm about to be wrapping up. But yeah, leave me a comment, leave me a like, leave me a subscription. All right. Subscribe. All right. Next, y'all, we're going to talk about God. We're going to talk about God, y'all. I'll tell y'all all these steps. I will give y'all all these gems. I will teach you how to start a 6 or a 7-figure business. But honestly and truthfully, do you guys want to know why it took me so long to find my purpose? Do you guys want to know why it took me so long to find a product that works? Some people may say, "Oh, it's because you were young trying to figure it out." And yes, while that may be true, okay, while that may be true, I did not start seeing success until I started praying, until I just cried to God and I surrendered. And I said, "God, show me whatever it is I'm supposed to be doing in this lifetime. Show me my purpose. What am I here for?" And when you pray and you ask God for your purpose, everything is going to start being crystal clear. It's not going to be hard to make money. It's not going to be hard to build clientele. It's not going to be hard to see success because you're already going to be walking in your purpose. So before you start that entrepreneurship journey and before you launch that product, before you launch that business, find alignment in what it is you're really supposed to be doing because you can do everything right. But if that's not your purpose, it will not work out for you. So that's why a lot of you guys see people on social media and y'all are like, man, she popped off so young. She popped off so early. She's doing this and she's doing that. Why am I not doing this? Why am I not doing that? That's another thing that I want to tell you guys. Don't compare yourself to people that you see on social media, because you don't see the tears. You don't see the hard work. You don't see the endurance that person had to go through in order to get to the point that they're at now. So stay in your own lane. Focus on you. Focus on your business. Lock in with God. Start reading your Bible. Start asking for guidance. Start asking for alignment. And when you're aligned, everything is just going to feel like a smooth ship. All right? Like literally last month, between my investments, between my businesses, between my referrals, everything like that, I haven't even added up what I've made last month, but it's somewhere around like that $70,000 to $90,000 mark. And I didn't do that because I'm worried about what other people have going on. It's because I'm already aligned. And at this point, I'm just serving God and I'm serving other people. You will never, ever lose by serving God and serving others. Okay? Next topic, y'all. Next topic. Don't be afraid to start over. All right? I had to start over a whole bunch of times until I figured out what works for me. So if you see you're working on this product and nothing is working out for you and you've been at it for 1.5 years, 2 years, it may be time to make another pivot, try something different. All right? Don't be afraid to try something different, but also give yourself time to see that consistency, to market for a certain amount of time before you just say, oh, I'm about to give up. I'm not even worried about it anymore. I don't want to do it. Don't be afraid to switch it up, but give yourself enough time to actually build data and see some type of results before you just say, you know what, I'm done. All right. So don't be afraid to start over, you guys. Also, another one. When you get big, okay, when you get to the point to where you know you can't handle everything yourself, don't be afraid to hire a team, y'all. I did everything by myself for about 2 years until I could not take it anymore. There were times where I literally felt like I was losing my purpose. I was losing who I was as a person, because I'm sitting here all day, like working, replying to emails, talking to contractors, going look at my investment properties. At a point, it comes to a point to where you have to really come to realization and say, you know what, if I keep doing all of this by myself, I'm going to burn myself out. Like, I'm literally not going to be able to even do what I love anymore. Okay? So once you get to that point, don't be afraid to hire a team. Don't be afraid to hire help. All right? I would start off with a virtual assistant at first. Okay? My virtual assistant has been amazing. She's helped me so much. I don't even know what I would do without her. Stephanie, if you see this girl, love you so much. All right. So yes, y'all, when you get to that point, don't be afraid to hire help. Don't be afraid to pay for knowledge either. And that's another point. That's another point that I'm about to get to you guys. All right. Be willing to pay for knowledge. A lot of y'all want 6- and 7-figure businesses, but y'all don't want to invest in the skills to learn, to make that money, okay? Because this is about to be probably like a 20-25 minute video, okay? I can give y'all all the information in the world, but if you know you need more one-on-one guidance, if you know you need to be in a community full of people that's going to uplift you and hold you accountable, then you need to sometimes pay to get in those spaces. And there's nothing wrong with that, because you'll pay for shoes, hair, clothes, lashes, all these other things. If you can pay for all this unnecessary BS, you can pay for knowledge. You can pay to be held accountable. I don't want to hear any type of excuses. There's Afterpay, there's Klarna, there's people on social media giving y'all information, handing it to y'all, okay? So if you know you want to master marketing, get in a community that's going to help you. Get in a community that is going to help you if you know you want to master marketing, okay? In my private community, in the Wealth Circle, I talk about business funding, okay? If you want to fund your business, you want to get $10K, $20K, $30,000 in business funding. If you want to learn how to market your business, if sales are slow, you want some new content ideas, we talk about that in the Wealth Circle. We talk about how to secure investment properties, how to flip these properties, how to make profit, okay? If you want an accountability partner, you want to link up with someone who's in your city, there's someone literally in just about every single state in the United States in my community. Get in the room and stop being afraid, okay? Stop being afraid of growth. Stop being afraid of investing in yourself, because that one time you invest in yourself literally can be the last puzzle piece to everything that you've been trying to figure out. And if you want in on the community, y'all, we do weekly orientation calls. I do live Zoom Q&As. We do live classes. I let my members pick out what we want to talk about next. So if you want in on that, go ahead and click the link in the description and join us now, because right now it is only $37 a month for all of that information. Okay, but I'm getting ready to raise my price, y'all, because the community is growing and I have to be able to keep up with the volume of people that are getting in. Okay. So get in the community if you know you need it, all right? Invest in yourself, and your future self will thank you, okay? But it's super important. Be ready to invest in knowledge, all right? And last but not least, y'all, just do it. I told y'all all this information. At this point, just do it. Literally, in order to build a 6 or 7 figure business, you have to just start, all right? You can watch videos, you can buy courses, you can get in my community, but y'all, you have to start somewhere. Stop thinking that you have to have it all figured out before you get started. Just start. And the puzzle pieces are gonna build up every single step of the way, okay? I still don't have it all figured out, but I feel like I have it figured out enough. I was able to generate over $1.3 million across my businesses and my investments, okay? And I'm only 21. So if you want in on this journey, if you want to grow with me, grab your seats inside the wealth circle, okay? Get in a group that wants to see you win, okay? When your family and friends are there, get in a community that will be there, okay? So y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I did not want to make it too long, but I hope y'all enjoyed every second. Let me know if y'all want to see more videos like this, because it really was fun to just sit here and chat it up. Like I said, I'm not gonna crop this video too much at all. I only have like 2 or 3 spots that I need to crop out, but literally everything else, y'all, is just raw and authentic. And I really hope y'all enjoyed this, because I ain't gonna lie, y'all bully me a lot on YouTube, okay? Maybe because I'm new around these parts, you know, I'm new. I'm kind of just now starting to pick up some traction on here, but I don't get this much hate on Instagram and TikTok because they know me over there. All right. Y'all think I do OnlyFans. Y'all think I strip. Y'all think I got a sugar daddy. Y'all stress me out on YouTube. But it's just because y'all don't know me. Y'all are just like, she's so young, I don't believe her. But the proof is in the pudding, all right? If you want to get in on a money-making game, get in the wealth circle. If you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys want to see next, and I will see you guys sooner than soon. Peace.